It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9, the home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, Behind Radio Shouting, man. Stepping in the building, I got some guys that put Decatur on the map in this thing. I'm talking about Nino Wicked, man. Ghetto Mafia, what's good with it, fellas?
What's up? We in here.
I mean, how y'all boys been, man? Talk to me. Tell me about this Ghetto Mafia.
Been good, man. You know what I'm saying? Working on some new. You know what I'm saying? Some of that good. You know what I'm saying? Some of that drink good. Smoke good, some of that new mafia, man. You know, we got.
They call it barbecue music, man. You know what I'm saying? We do barbecue music, man. Yeah. So that's what we're working on right now, man. It's good to be up in here, 107.9. B, what's happening with you, man?
I mean, feeling good, feeling great, man. Let's take it straight from the top, though, man. I mean, 20 years ago, y'all boys stood up in the game, and y'all said that Decatur is where it was greater at, man.
We said that.
I mean, tell me about it. How did y'all feel standing up for that side of town? Because at that time, you know, y'all might even had a West Side player such as myself, wondering what was going on over there in Decatur.
Well, the record that we was making back then, it wasn't just really for Decatur. It was actually for the whole ATL.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I mean, me and Nino, we don't trapped all over this. Mason Turner on the west side, you know what I'm saying? At the Fiend up there, Simpson, you know what I'm saying? Right. 4th Street,
Boat Rock.
Yeah, Boat Rock, everything, man. We don't, you know, east side, west side, south side. Gwinnett County, man, been out there, Sweetwater out there, man. Gwinnett County, man, Lawrenceville, man. I'm there, man. Club Drive, I'm there, man. I mean, it was really music for everything. But of course, since we from Decatur, you know what I'm saying? We threw that in the hook right there, and I guess, you know, everybody took it as a song for the deck, man. But it's a song for the ATL, man. We got love for the whole ATL.
That's right. That's right.
Man. Big up, man. Everybody in the A, man. We love everybody in the A, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how did y'all feel at that time, though, standing up for y'all side and making that music and how it was being received in the city, though?
Man, we felt great, man. You know what I'm saying? The first group out of Decatur, hardcore, street, you know what I'm saying? Representing for the hood.
That's right.
Man, we got a lot of appreciation from everybody, man. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying? We just stand first group, hardcore, you know what I'm saying? Because everywhere we was going, people was like, you know what I mean? You know, what's up with, you know what I'm saying? What's up in Atlanta, man? You know, just, you know what I'm saying? Bass music and blah, blah, blah. They was thinking like people from over here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't, you know, hardcore, ain't gangster with it, you know what I mean? So, Ghetto Mafia was one of the first group to, you know what I'm saying? Come out with that hardcore street flavor to let them know, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I tell a lot of groups too, man. Me and Nino, man. You know, it's a lot of groups out here right now. You know, they'll say, well, you know, Nino Wicked, they salty, they just want us to. You know, they want us to show a little love and this and that. Well, yeah, you should show a little love because, like I said, I remember a time where me and Nino would go do shows in New York and Washington, D.C. and L.A. and, you know, the cats would run up on us and say, you know, y'all can barely talk. I mean, y'all out here trying to rap. You know, what is this Atlanta rap? You know what I'm saying? So not only did we pioneer this whole thing, but I mean, we cut corners in the struggles we went through. Other artists didn't have to go through. Great artists like Tip and Jeezy and these artists that's kind of in our lane and Gucci's and them, they didn't have to hear that. They didn't have to, you know, hear New York, y'all whack. I was here when Method and Redman and Eric Sermon and them had the Rim shop and down there, you know, that we was rapping in front of them and they turned. Remember we went down there and rapped in front of Eric Sermon and them and they told us we were too country.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of stuff. That's the kind of barriers we had to break down for these artists right here. And so when I asked for the homage. That's what I'm talking about. I don't need you to stand up and you know and say that. I need you to just tell the truth about the game. You know what I'm saying? I think we deserve that. You know, and I'm glad 107.9 stepped up to the bat and did that for us, man. I got nothing but love for 107.9.
That's what's up. Me too.
Already.
Much love for 107, man.
Draw the line though, man. First album, jumping out there. I mean, tell me what was it like dropping that album and the recording and all that process.
The album was big, man. We see a lot of love, especially from California. You know, California was on that gangster stuff at the time, man.
It just Breed.
It hit over there first. You know what I'm saying? Then we had MC Breed. You know, he's from that Midwest.
I mean, what was it like putting together that everyday thing, man?
Oh my God, Breed. Oh, that boy King.
R.I.P. Breed, man. Tasha Breed was going on. I'm gonna say, you know, me personally. When it came to MC Breed, like the whole thing got started was, you know, Breed was living out in Kennesaw. I met a guy that said, man, you gotta, you know, he was from Perry Homes, Big Quinn.
Yeah.
And he heard us rap. He said, man, you know, I think this right here can work. I'm going to take you out to this guy named MC Bree. I had never heard of Bree.
Yeah.
You know, I was on Kilo Ali.
That's right.
Raheem the Dream.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The J Team. That's what Wick listened to. You understand what I'm saying? We said, man, it's this guy, man, that I want to take you to, man. And his name is MC Breed, man. You know, so I got up on Breed stuff. He took me out there. Breed embraced us. Breed loved Nino.
Yeah.
Breed loved the stuff from Nino, man. But he embraced us. He embraced us. He turned us on to Leroy McMahon from Power Records.
Yeah.
They had a little fight over us, you know what I'm saying? Because Breed wanted us, Leroy wanted us. We wound up signing with Ichiban and Power Records, and the rest was history.
Georgette, it was Leroy's wife. You know, who really.
Yeah.
You know, we had.
She had Spice One.
Yeah, she had Spice One. We went freestyle in front of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She liked the flavor.
Yeah.
I had a straight up Jamaican kind of reggae kind of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked was just straight country with it.
Yeah.
Just mixed,
Yeah.
and she heard it, and she was like, yeah, because Spice One at the time went gold.
Right.
Yeah.
He had that thing going to LA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just
Yeah.
picked it up after that. Leroy didn't want to sign us at first. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we broke down that barrier with her, and we got in, man.
Yeah. I mean, KK can vouch all this,
Yeah.
man. You know, got KK the OG, man.
KK been
You know
there
what I'm
from
saying?
day one.
Day one,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, so but I'm gonna tell you like this right here, man. The game right now, you got a lot of cats out here that can put out these records right now. They don't need a label.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Well, Nino and Wicked was doing that in the early 90s. We were always bigger than the label.
That's
we
right.
didn't need an Atlantic.
That's right.
We didn't need a Def Jam.
Yeah.
I mean, you got me sitting right here right now, and I don't have none of those labels.
That's right.
You understand? Universal, nothing.
That's right.
What we have is Nino and Wicked.
Yeah.
We was always bigger than any company that we dealt with.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And so we built the man. So I hear guys out here be like, you know, I built this company. And no disrespect to P or No Limit and them, but that's our Priority Records. You understand? Behind it. A Big Garnett that was paying the checks over there. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these cats be talking about these independent labels, but they ain't really independent. Nino and Wick was really independent, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the game is doing that now. We showed them that, hey, you get out here, get a record hot in the streets right here, and the labels will come beat down your door. You know, and you know, so that's what I feel like we brought to the city.
Yeah.
You know, that a lot that other artists didn't. And hey, you know, hopefully we'll get one day, you know, we'll get a little homage from it.
I mean,
all the hard work, man.
I hate to skip an album, but I gotta go to that Straight From The Dec though, man. When that thing dropped, you know it set the city on fire, man.
It did.
I mean, how was that album going gold and all that stuff? I mean, independent. Tell me about that experience.
Man, the album blew up so big everywhere, nationwide, worldwide, man. You know, we was doing 3 shows a week off that, you know, Straight From The Dec, man.
Yeah.
It blew up everywhere, man. You know, written by me and Wick, man.
Yeah.
You know, we just sat down, you know what I'm saying, came up with it, you know what I mean?
It's actually a
blues
flow that
track.
everybody doing now.
That blues, we met B.B. King.
Yeah.
We paid homage coming from, you know what I'm saying, California. We stopped to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And B.B. King was doing a show live. And we stopped to there. We went through there and hollered at him. And that's when we came up with the idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gave us the go ahead and said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. He loved it and everything. So, man, it took off from there, man.
But see, Atlanta was kind of late to the party now. Our biggest markets was like Michigan, you know, Saginaw, Flint, up there because of Breed, the influence of Breed.
Yeah.
The Midwest embraced us before Atlanta did. Atlanta was the market down here was a booty market.
Yeah.
Was that type of music.
Yeah.
And I like that type of music too. Like I said, Kilo is like still my hero.
Kilo,
You understand what I'm saying?
Kilo gangster with it, though.
Right. But
You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta was kind of late to the party. And we came out with this flow. I didn't actually even really like Straight From The Dec. I thought it was because it was so different for me.
Yeah.
You know, we coming with this 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 flow. And who would think that, you know, 20 years later, I hear the Futures and I hear these guys out here rapping like Ghetto Mafia. They don't think they got it from Ghetto Mafia.
Yeah. Right.
They don't know where it came from. They think it came from somebody a little bit more popular than us.
Yeah.
But no, that flow, anything that, you know, all that's Ghetto Mafia.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, with 107.9, man, you know what I'm saying, stepping up to the plate, man, and recognizing, man, and bringing tears to my eyes. And I'm feeling real good right now. I'm feeling love for 107, man. I wish I could just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was it like coming up in the time y'all got Cash, Goody, No Limit, and all of this stuff going on in the South? And you know, in the 90s, you know, you got the Olympics and all that stuff going on in the A, and the city was just starting to really catch its wind.
Outcast, man. It's like everywhere me and Wick was, man. We was like on the ground doing shows, every hood, every city we went to, we would hear Outcast on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We in the city grinding them clubs. They on the radio, man. They
Right.
just had that pub behind them. But
The machine.
we started, we started off about the same time, man.
Yeah.
And you know, we did tours of Outkast, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I have no problem. I think that 3000 is a great artist. I like everybody else. CeeLo is a good friend of mine. Cujo and
Gip.
and Timo. Gip is doing a record with Nino right now. So I have no problems with anything over there.
Yeah.
Rico Wade, they all embraced us. Like I said, it was at the top of the food chain over there that kind of look
Witch
down
Doctor.
on me
Big
and
up
Nino,
Witch Doctor,
Witch
man.
Doctor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the artist. It's not Big Boy and Dre. For the record, the record I made was Stole Big Boy car. They want to get it on out the way. I wasn't even talking about Big Boy from Outkast. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I think at the top of the top of the food chain over there at LaFace Records and the company over there, they may have saw us as a threat. And for that, I don't think we got the proper due that we deserved. A lot of records, when we reached out for them to do records with those, we were denied to do records with them. I mean, come on, Ghetto Mafia and Outkast supposed to have been done a record. Well, we was the only two show in town.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we have done records together and put the city on the map? It didn't make sense.
But
you know
see,
what I'm saying?
also a lot of major labels stray away from hardcore because it bring a lot of heat on the label.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you had Two Shorts. You had MC8, Scarface.
Yeah, that's too still. But Scarface was rap a lot.
Yeah.
They're like an indie. You know what I'm saying? A major indie. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's different. Too Short wasn't really gangster. He was still sort of like a Kilo Ali and that player type. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
One of my favorite rappers, Short, what's happening, man? Cascade, man, I used to be over there in Gilbert Forest with it, man. What's happening, shout, dog?
I mean, during that time, what were some of the other rappers that were showing y'all love while y'all were getting it on?
Man, a lot of rappers from the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dayton Family, Top Authority. They forget about all those. Those are good artists, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mac Mall, JT the Bigger Figure. You know, those cats, man, showing us love, man. You know what I'm saying? E40.
That's
you
right.
know, those characters.
40 Water.
You know,
No,
40
40
Water. 40 Water big time. 40 Water, so, you know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of artists on the West Coast, but also South. Also in Atlanta too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Kilo Ali's and those types of
The
artists.
South just came late to the party,
they
man.
came
But,
late,
but y'all here now.
Yeah.
Now, I saw somewhere where you said that Tupac was a fan of Ghetto Mafia also.
Yeah. Pac stayed out there with Breed. See, Pac,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Pac, I was out there before Nino. So I used to mess with Breed first. Then I brought Nino to the party.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But, I used to go out there and, Jazzy Faye.
Yeah.
MC Breed, man, respect. R.I.P. Breed. And anybody that's been around will tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
He was instrumental in a lot of guys' career. He don't get the credit that he deserves also.
He didn't.
That ain't no future in the front, that I gotta get mine, gotta get yours.
Yeah.
All that was shot at Andre Rising house. We all used to run together.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, Pac used to stay out there with Breed, man. I would go with Breed. I met Pac out there. I met Jazzy Faye before he was Jazzy. Busta Rhymes. The DOC, y'all remember the diggity doc? The diggity doc? I mean, some of everybody, Kilo Ali, the first person I met at Breed. Kilo will tell you that. So, I mean, MC Breed, man, he was instrumental in my life, man. I love him. I love his whole family. Tasha Breed, what's happening. And, like I say, Pac was a fan of Ghetto Mafia.
Yeah.
I can truly say that.
We also get a lot of love from New York rappers too.
Yeah.
Red Man.
Method Man.
You know what I'm saying? Those type of, they love us, man. They love our style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They big fans of Ghetto Mafia.
Yeah.
Next
Most
album.
Def.
Yeah, most definitely.
Most Def, what's happening, man? Most Def, what I was calling, give me encouraging words, man.
Yeah.
Wick, man, y'all keep it going, man. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all the most out of everybody.
Oh, man, that's
Most Def
cold.
I mean, that's what Def told me. I mean, maybe he told other groups that too. But he told me I was his favorite. Me and Nino.
Next album, though, fellas, On the Grind.
On the Grind, man. Oh my God, that album's so dope. Got a lot of female fans on that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what we had on the grind? What did we?
Indicator.
Flavor on the hook. Little Flavor sing on the hook. On
Yeah,
the Grind, you remember that?
Yeah. We had Indicator on that too, right? Was Indicator
right.
on that song?
Yeah,
Was on that album?
Indicator was on the
We
album
would type
too.
like Mike and Pip.
Tight like Michael Pitt.
Well, I ain't bet I slip. Okay, yeah. I remember that. I think I remember that. I gotta go back in the bank, man.
Flavor on the hook.
Little Flavor, what's happening, man? Flavor this
Flavor.
tall, man, but he got a heart big as a giant, man.
Yeah.
I love the little brother, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it like putting that music together on that album? Because that stuff was cold too, fellas.
Same thing. We had to sit down, man. You know what I'm saying? Come up with an idea. You know what I'm saying? Grit down. You know what I'm saying? From our heart out. You know what I'm saying? And come up with that. You know what I mean? Me and Wick sit down in the room. It wasn't no thing that, you know, we just come up with it really quick. We had to really sit down and vibe and come up with that. You know what I mean?
Sit down and Scott Dale down there and Toby Grant back in the day, man.
You know what I'm saying?
With all the Scott Dale homies.
Cut, you know what I'm saying? Trap house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And do it. Yeah.
Do it.
That's how
I
we
mean,
came
making trap music before it was too popular. I mean, tell me what was that like? Because, I mean, y'all was keeping it real street with that Ghetto Mafia music.
Well, I hear guys say they started the trap music. I mean, when you go, I'm going to just tell anybody out there listening, man, go to Draw the Line 1994, man. I started young, slinging rock in the trap. Big step up, you follow. I mean, if you heard somebody saying it before me, then check me.
Yeah.
Period. Do your research.
How do y'all feel about being underrated and underappreciated, man?
I like it. I like being underrated because
we didn't burn ourselves out.
Yeah, the underdogs are the one that come up at the end.
That's right.
It ain't where you start, it's how you finish. You know what I'm saying? And the game is never over.
That's right.
We be talking about this and that, man. That don't worry me. You know what I'm saying? I know at the end we gonna win, man. Because we got what people want to hear. We got the streets, man.
If you're original. If you are original.
And we are original.
And we are original. Anybody listening to Ghetto Mafia will tell you, there's no other sound like Ghetto Mafia. You're not going to be able to get a knockoff brand of Ghetto Mafia.
That's right.
So I feel like once you are original and you wasn't a clone of another style or thing, you're always going to be relevant.
Right.
You know, if you're Stevie Wonder, you're Stevie Wonder.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to get old. If you're Prince, you're Prince.
That's right.
You're Michael Jackson, you're Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
You know, so I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's just my ego maybe, but I feel like it's no other sound that sounds like that. And if we drop it right now, I feel like it'll still transcend to the young kids because it's so different.
Right.
What was it like back in that time? I mean, do y'all have any fond memories of that time and when y'all was banging?
Oh, we had a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Don't get us kicked out the station.
Talk about it. We got time. We got time.
Don't get us kicked out. Hey, we had
You know
fun.
what though, man? We did man, we was like a California, man. I can't. You know what? Eric Easy E.
Yeah, easy.
Easy E wanted to sign us bad, man. He came looking for us.
He wanted to sign a Bone because of us.
And he said he couldn't find us, and he went to sign Bone.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Bone.
Yeah.
Thuggish Bone got put in our place because our labor owner had kept me and Wick in the hotel room. He didn't make us go to this certain event.
That was the Galvin out there.
Galvin, the Easy E came through.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was looking for. He was like, I want this group right here. Get on my.
But you know what, Nino? You forget you left out a part of it because it was Scarface too. See, him and Scarface can't wind up coming to us at the 559. But they was kind of fighting over us at the time.
Yeah.
Face flew down here. We missed Easy out in Cali, and Face came down here. It was a club called the 559.
I know about the 559 on that.
We would have it packed out every week.
Yeah,
we was the favorite at the 559 on the west side. And Face came down and he hollered at us, and we turned Face down. He ran up signing Face Mob. Devin the Dude and KB.
Yeah.
Devin was you and KB was me. Remember?
Right.
And
we just didn't want to be an artist anymore. You know what I'm saying? We had done built this thing all the way up to here. You know what I'm saying? Learn the industry.
And we're making more money than most of the major labels, most of the major artists that was out of town. We get more money than the Cass and them. I was seeing them around town and I was riding better and looking better than them because we get independent money.
Right.
You know, at the time. You know, so like I said, right now, man, I think that with the originality that we have, we're coming out with some new stuff, man. You know, Nino being from the islands, man, he has an influence down there in St. Croix, out in VI Master down there. I think with the stuff that we're doing right now, it's going to speak for itself, man. Good music is good music, and good music will not die.
It won't die. It won't die. And we, you know, like I said, we're going to go down there in the islands, man. I got a big bass down there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was born down
I mean, you saw the reaction when I walk out. I ain't been on stage in 20 years. Nobody knew we was even coming.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You would have promoted Ghetto Mafia was going to come.
Yeah.
It'd be a different. Nobody knew I was coming. So, I mean, that let us know, man, the people still love us. The people respect what we did. You know what I'm saying? And for that, you know, we're going to put our foot into these albums right here, man, and put out the best possible product and then sit down somewhere, man. We're going to give y'all a couple of more. We're going to sit down.
This solo joint, I got my solo joint, it's going to hit Atlanta so hard because it's so dope. I wish like I said, I'm going to email you, some skits dope album, man.
What's y'all creative process in the studio though, fellas?
Man, I just sit down and come up with, you know what I'm saying, vibe, have a bunch of cats, and we just come up with it right there. So put the beat on, put the beat on, and just start creating right off top of the dome.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm a little different. I put a hook down.
Yeah.
And I may put a hook down like we did today. I did 5 new hooks today, and I take everything home and I write it, and I sit on it and I think about it and I perform it in front of the mirror with my shirt off. You know what I'm saying? Gut, six pack, everything. Man, you know what I'm saying? I got a keg, you know, and I pull that shirt off, man, and I perform that stuff. And then when I go back in, 'cause I don't like to go in and rap with paper. Yeah. And I see artists all the time like this right here. Yeah. Matter of fact, if you go to the real Ghetto Mafia on Instagram, you know, you can see where, you know, I'm in there with, and not to slight Troy or Mr. Mud or none of, you know, the guys that I'm dealing with, but you know, you see a lot of artists with paper and stuff. I don't like to do that. I like to go ahead and I like to perform those songs, act them out, and then go in there and lay them down as if I was standing on that stage. Yeah. You know, that's just me.
Getting busy independently, man. What were some of the obstacles that y'all faced trying to come up, and how did y'all feel when y'all looked up and y'all was going gold after putting in all that work, man?
Oh, the obstacle was big, the competition, man, because like I said, we had to compete with a lot of labels that's
machine.
You know what I'm saying? Got that big money. A lot of artists got that big money behind it. We ain't had no money behind it. It was just Nino and Wick. We were naked. We was just, you know what I mean, kicking. We was just straight up raw talent in the trap. Yeah. Straight up raw talent, and we just had to go out there and bust it, man. And that's how,
you know what you say? We were naked.
Naked, man. hey, grinding, man. And we was like, you know what I mean? Our creativity took us over took us to the top. Yeah, creativity, our stage presence.
Yeah, but you can definitely feel it. It was times that we knew that we had better music than a lot of artists, and it's still to this day. It might not be as strong for Nino. I don't want to speak for Nino. Anything that let me say this too. Anything that I say, I'm my own man, and Nino is his own man. How I may feel is like Pimp C and Bun. How I may feel about a certain artist, he may not feel that way. Right. How I may feel about the game, he may not feel that way. So anything I say is coming from Wicked. Yeah. I felt personally that we were a lot tighter than 90% of the groups out. 90%. So it did kill me when I would see Garbage, you know what I'm saying, going gold and platinum. Right. And I knew the quality type of music that we were putting out. But one thing that I can say, when you put out good music 20 years later, people still love it.
Right. That's right. It still sells too.
That's right.
Still sells. And you know, like I get harassed a lot because people always want, you know, well, y'all don't put out something, y'all don't put out something. Anywhere we go, up to this day. So, I mean, God got to be in control of our careers, man, because it's still alive and strong.
How do y'all feel about the game right now as it is? And the state of the city and how crooked it is?
I honestly, I mean, I hear guys. I was talking to Bone Crusher the other day, and he was saying some stuff. We had a deep conversation. It was over at noontime. He say, well, you know, Wick, you know, the new guys that's out now, you know, and Bone likes them, you know, so I don't want to speak for him, but the conversation we were having in the room was kind of what's going on with the new music now. I said, well, a lot of the artists said the same thing about us. If you look back, you know, when we were coming out with stuff, the Eric B and Rakims and the Slick Ricks, they were saying the same thing. We had to break down those same barriers. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm listening to a 19 or 20-year-old and try to put myself back into that time. A lot of stuff, you know, I do think it's strange. I mean, if I see a guy wearing a dress, of course it's just hard for me to get with that with lipstick on, you know. But we had what was the group we had? Boy George back then. I mean, you know, we go way back. It's been done. Prince did it, you know. But a lot of the music to me now has come full circle. I think even though the young guys look crazy, the music that they're doing right now is kind of gangster. A lot of them, you know, all the Futures and the Rich Homies and stuff, and what's the kid name now? What's the little guy that we like? Anyway, it'll come to me. But anyway, the new artists now, even though they may look a little strange, but I think the music is more closer to what Ghetto Mafia was doing than
I more prefer that than the bass music. No knock on the bass. But I prefer this, you know, the club bangers that they got.
Bankroll right Fresh, his CD, Lil Scooter. You know what I'm saying? So I think they really more in Nino and Wick lane. They just don't know it. They think they in the lane of somebody else. They confused. It's up to y'all guys to tell them, you know what? Y'all sound like Ghetto Mafia, man. When you saying Michael Jackson, Billy, that's Ghetto Mafia, man.
I know. All their tracks banging.
Yeah.
But I just think they need to put a little more content in their rap, some more substance. You know, more kind of balance it out a little bit more substance, and I think they'll be alright.
Yeah.
But I like the new stuff, man. I like it. I like
Yeah.
the tracks, man. The tracks banging, man.
Yeah. My goal is to try to. We have as black people, and I'm not racist at all. Okay. I got a lot of great white friends. But when I look across and I see music, I notice that blacks, and I don't know where this started at, blacks put blacks out of style. And I noticed that we are the only ones that have the music. After 2 albums, 3 albums, you're old. I don't know if that's because they know that you're thinking at 35 it's going to be different than it's going to be at 19, that you're going to be able to take that money and give back to the community or do something positive with the money. But it's a division in young rap and old school rappers, and the young rappers think we lame and we think they lame, and it's only it only happens in rap music, not in country. I look at the Super Bowl and see Guns N' Roses perform to the 70. I see Kiss and everybody else, Paul McCartney and the Beatles and everybody else perform. But when it comes to rap music, especially Atlanta, you do 2-3 albums and all of a sudden you lame. I mean, I think
I think you get better as you grow.
And I agree with that, you know, and I agree with that.
Know what I mean?
But for some reason, the rap fans, the rap nation, it's a division between old school and young school. I mean, it would sound great with Ghetto Mafia and a Future, 8 Ball and MJG and a Bankroll Fresh or you know, but for some reason it's not happening.
Now, my question is, do y'all reach out to those youngins and let them know what y'all want to do?
Well, only Nino and Wick can only go so far. It takes all the OGs. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you got 1 or 2, you know they always say if 1 or 2 saying it, they hating. It takes a whole lot of.
But I'm talking about as far as bridging the gap and doing music. Because I mean, if you call folks and say, "Hey man, this Ghetto Mafia on the line, we need a feature," I think folk gonna send that feature through that line, man.
But what a lot of young guys don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's a responsibility of all the OGs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You, me, him, her, him. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of them just don't know. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, if a person doesn't know, then he's ignorant to something. Then I mean. We Ghetto Mafia. I think I heard of them. You know.
I don't think that they don't know though. You ain't gonna be able to say you from this city and not know.
Well, you hushed me up.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be. It's certain folks that you gonna know. You gonna know Ghetto Mafia. You gonna know Cash. You gonna know Goody. You gonna know Kilo. If you don't know them folks, then you don't know nothing anyway.
I asked some young guys about Kilo, and they look at me like I'm like.
I know
they don't know what I'm talking about. I think I heard of him.
Yeah.
They might not even know what music is. They might have been so damn high when you asked them. They were like, you know what? Does he have a Molly on him?
I'm kind of surprised a lot of the new cats don't know about Ghetto Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Or they act like they don't know about the Ghetto Mafia.
Well.
Because all the OGs know. And all the young cats hang with all the OGs. You know what I'm saying? And the OGs talk about Ghetto Mafia a lot. So I mean, some of them, I don't know if they.
Well, it takes more than just a Ghetto Mafia to be able to do it. It's going to be collective. It's going to take DJs, the DJ coalitions. It's going to take such as self radio stations.
Right.
All of us to pull together.
And if that support was in play, then they'd have heard, and then maybe their music would have been with a lot more content and substance in it.
Right. And more features and stuff.
more features and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
I mean, because that's not Ghetto Mafia. I mean, you look out here, you got, like I said, Goody Mob and stuff. I mean, CeeLo ran off and did his thing, but I kicked it, with Cujo and T-Mo for years, and they couldn't get features. Right. I mean, I'm walking around with these guys. Right. Nino will tell you that. T-Mo come in and do everything for me. You know what I'm saying? And so they're in the same boat that Ghetto Mafia was in. So it's something that has broke down between the old school and the young school. There's a lack of respect from the young cats for what we did and the path that we built. And that's even with the artists that's not quite old school yet. That's kind of old school. They still kind of look at it's an Atlanta thing. New York doesn't do that. Houston, Texas doesn't do that. LA doesn't do that. But for some reason, Atlanta, Georgia, out of sight, out of mind, and we have to change that.
Yeah. Because it's because this new generation rap, man. It's just like, you know what I mean?
Well, the people that we handed the baton to.
Yeah.
the TIs,
right,
the Ludas.
right.
When you hand a baton, it's the responsibility of the person that you hand the baton to, that the kids are listening to let them know who you are.
It's just
because we hand it to them.
It's just different. It's like New York rappers, the new school and the old school rappers from New York, not the same sound.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing like California, but not in Georgia. And that's why it's being a disconnection.
Yeah.
Yeah. But lastly, fellas, I mean, what's next for y'all, man? Talk to me.
Oh man, the Mafia Money solo project, man. You know what I'm saying? I got Wick, I got Sean J, I got. Hopefully, I'm gonna get your boy on there, Big Gip.
No.
Man, I got the Taliban homies. They used to be signed with Pimp C.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Pimp C, man?
Yeah,
Mama.
big up to Pimp C. Rest in peace, Pimp C, man.
Bun turned that thing out, didn't they?
I saw Bun. Me and Bun talked at the birthday bash and blah blah blah. You know, but everything good, man. This solo project, man. It's off the chain, man. I got this solo. I got this single called Island Getaway, and the partner.
I've been telling you to do I've been telling you to do the island stuff. See, Nino got the island stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
Anytime you see Nino from now on, say, man, I don't want to hit no record but your island stuff, okay, man? Because that's what this island stuff, man. If you do this island, the island flavor, man, can't nobody touch it, man. All the stuff that Akon is doing, he can't touch Gangsta Nino, man.
I got another question though that I forgot to ask, man. In that indicator, man. Y'all boys was wrapped up in some blunts in that video, man. Tell me what made y'all haul off and do that, man.
That right there, man. Put us on the map.
Yeah.
Nobody ever did that. Like, hey,
not just in the blunts, in the ashtray.
Yeah.
And sitting on the ashtray.
And it was lit.
And it was lit. We were lit once. We were burning.
I couldn't breathe that, bro.
We was in that thing, the smoke was coming from the thing, they fired up a little fake little, and the smoke was coming from, man, almost killed us up in there. But yeah, that was a tight video, man. We had we were signed to Bob Johnson.
Yeah.
Bob, it was still an independent situation.
Yeah.
Sony distributed the whole thing, but me and Nino was pretty much, spending money on the thing. Ernie Singleton, and they put that video together. That was I'm gonna tell you who that was. Tim Story, who did a fantastic work. Tim Story came and begged us to do our first video.
What?
Begged us to do our what's that? Y'all Boys Ain't Hard Like We. He did that first one.
Yeah.
And he came and begged. I remember he was broke, didn't have a pot piece and wanted to throw it out. He begged. Actually, we started a lot of people. Like, we were the first group out of Atlanta on Double XL magazine. So there's a lot of history and stuff here that a lot of people don't know, that they sitting around in these magazines and they sitting around in this and this. Like I said, we was here for 107.9. I remember y'all had the trailer, the little trailer part where y'all was in. We had to let the windows up because it was so hot in the thing out there. That's how far we go back. And it's to be commended, man. And the artists that came before us, the very few that did bass music, that's in their lane, they should be commended too. The Kilo Ali's, the Raheem the Dreams, they should be commended. But like I said, us, the hard boys, man, we put this trap stuff on the map. We made it easier for the new artists and stuff. And like I said, I don't want a dime from you, man. I don't want nothing from you. I was listening to T.I. one time on Hot Up in New York, and the T.I. he's talking about I had a dream of all of us standing on the stage and me helping all the rappers with their campaign and we all walking into the sunset and saying Kumbaya together. Well, I'm calling y'all on the carpet about that. Let's do that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want y'all pull up the new Paper Trail album. We got the new song him and Pharrell and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sound like Ghetto Mafia, man. But anyway, man, we all together, man. I think that if we get the leader at the top of the food chain, man, to bring this love in, I think that the city of Atlanta can come together, man, and everybody here can eat and be proud. But it's gonna take the guys at the top of who's making the millions up off of the backs of Nino and Wicked. Yeah. If they can swallow their pride and not get upset because Wick said he started the trap because I did. I mean, I got people right here saying I shouldn't say I started the trap music. I'm like, what? But I mean, it is what it is. I feel like if everybody at the top of the food chain, we all come together, man, Atlanta can be something great. And it starts with the guys at the top who has benefited off the backs of Nino and Wicked.
That's right, man. And like I said, this Mafia Money album gonna bring everybody together, man. It's so dope. You know what I mean? Yeah. And big up to Raw C, man.
Raw C, what's happening, man? The Hard Boys, man.
Hard Boys. Raw C on the album too, man. Big up, Raw.
Yeah.
Now that VH1 documentary, Atlanta Rise, man, what were y'all thoughts on that? Because a lot of people were a little angry about being left
A lot
off
of
of that
people, man.
documentary.
I mean, I don't know why, man. They try to make excuses and blah blah, talking about they can't find us, and you know what I'm saying.
I talked to Jason Jeter about it. I called Jason, I called Bernard, and Shaka. I called them all, and I personally was with Phil. Mm-hmm. We were at Phil's house looking at the VH1 special, and and to keep Phil out of the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, because he's a neutral. I don't want to ever put anybody to fight Wicked battles. This is coming from Wicked. I'm gonna tell you how I felt. I saw the special. Every artist that I saw from Atlanta, when they sat there and they would say stuff, I said, okay. I would tell people, I said, okay, he gonna tip right here. He finna say something about Wicked. Oh no, well maybe he forgot. Okay, well he finna say something about Ghetto Mafia, you know what I'm saying? But maybe he forgot. So I just guess everybody forgot, and hey, everybody forgot.
I don't know what to say about that.
Crazy.
Hey, hopefully after the Mouth and Money album, the reunion album, hopefully they'll come together.
They'll remember that one.
Yeah, they'll do a new one and have us on there, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But Patchwork was left out too. I talked to Kurt. He felt slighted. Every artist has come out. I just did a Respect magazine down there with Patchwork 20-year anniversary. Shout out to them. Bob for starting that Patchwork movement. Whitfield played for the Falcons, man. Right. And I did the magazine for them. And me and Kurt sat down and talked. And he felt slighted, as well. About it. I felt slighted. I don't know how Nino felt about it, but I felt slighted, but at the same time, I still feel like all this stuff can be salvaged. You know what I'm saying? If we get the leaders at the top of the rap game, especially guys that have ate the most off of the back of the people here in the city of Atlanta, I feel like if they step up to the plate, stop the political mess, step up to the plate, everybody can eat. Everybody can come together. Pastor Troy had it. Pastor Troy show. Pastor Troy, I want to give a special shout out to Troy. Troy showed love to Nino and Wicked.
Yeah, he did. Man.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. He showed love. He come get us on stuff. He puts us on this. He tries to do this best for what he can do. Right. And if everybody had that same mentality as Pastor Troy, man, I think this whole city will be cool, man.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Troy, man, big up to Troy, man. I gotta show Troy much love, man. You know what I mean? Troy showed us a lot of love. Birthday bash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Came in on his segment, drop, But like I said, another thing, man, I think it got a lot to do with us being independent artists too, man. I think if it was with a major corporation, I think we'd have got in a lot of things that we didn't get in on.
Yeah.
Just how the media look at things sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How can folks contact y'all, fellas?
You can hit me up on IG, The Real Ghetto Mafia. Anybody out there listening right now, go to IG, type in The Real Ghetto Mafia. Nino, talk to him.
Hey, you can hit me up on Facebook, man. Fred Pilgrim 156 at yahoo.com, man.
Yeah. Also Twitter. The Real Ghetto Mafia on Twitter too, man. So, man, I appreciate it, man. Be hot, man. Yeah. You a real gangster, man, for bringing Ghetto Mafia up in here, man.
Already.
Appreciate the love, man.
Yeah,
no
man.
problem. Wish y'all nothing but the best and much success.
Before we get up out here, man, tell Ricky Smiley that little photo bomb that he did on Ghetto Mafia, man. Tell him I want to come on the morning show.
Yeah.
Me and Dexter Tucker. I want to get Dexter Tucker. That's Chris Tucker brothers. Y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Dexter and Ricky Smiley, and I want to have what we say back in the day, a Joan off.
Oh, let's go.
Ricky can't touch me, his ugly
Oh, man.
Yeah, I said it.
Already, man. Wish y'all nothing but the best and much success.